All right, everyone. How about a reading? This is an all signs reading. It's super random. Really, it's one of my Sunday. I don't do these as often as I used to, but to the energy today, the energy that's around right now, and my pre-shuffle will back this up, by the way, which blew my fucking mind. That's a temperance card staring at you right there. We've gone something's happened here over the last few days. I think it has a little to do with Neptune going direct, but it has mostly to do with all the runoff of October and November's energy that's kind of flowing through as we lead up to the full moon in Gemini. That said, we've had what the kids like to call a timeline shift, right? It's where we've all sort of jumped a timeline a little bit here in the energy. And it's actually better energy. It may feel a little rocky and a little confusing because of Neptune going direct, which I've been explaining in recent readings. But this is a very important reading. And again, I'm blown away by this pre-shuffle. So this is an all signs reading, super random. Hey, here I am, right? Just pulling on the energy. Doesn't matter what your sign is, it's straight up energy reading. This is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless, of course, because you're all moving at different speeds on your given timeline. Let's talk about this. Yeah, there's been a bit of a jump here, okay? And I figured that might happen with December because we're coming off of a couple of October, a month of change. November, some spiritual shit, right? Is sort of how I labeled it. And now we've got a month that's here in December leading into the new year that's kind of represented by the Ace of Pentacles in a big way. Solid new beginnings and things like that. But for those new beginnings to happen, we have to have some kind of a shift. We have to have some kind of a jump. And 2023 is a big year, which you'll find out more about as we get into it. And I pull the Q1 reading later on in the month. But yeah, I've got Temperance here. So whatever's happening, I'm pulling on the incoming energy. Roles can be reversed. This is more, for most of you, this is the other side. Okay, this is the runner. It's the incoming energy. All right, Temperance, balance. It's that rebalancing I just talked about. You know, it's sort of think of it more as a recalibration, because what really activates this and what pretty much engages it is this Six of Swords that's crossing it. He's definitely paddling. I almost see the energy of this card as animated, and I can see him paddling. All right, it's like that. It's a recalibration of the energy. But what does that mean? Well, it's all about this energy. And this energy, this Empress energy, the Queen of Tits, right, it really is. It's irresistible. It's an energy we couldn't get rid of in the December readings. I think almost every sign reading, if not all of them, but almost all of them, had the Empress show up at some point or another. And here it is. In my sandwich, I've got a Six of Swords sandwich with the bread being two major arcana cards. That's why I say he's definitely paddling. Minor arcana are usually up to someone's free will, but no, this shit is happening. You don't know why he's going this way? Let's say you're out on Empress Island, or what you represent is out on Empress Island. He's just going. It's just blind faith in a big way here. I got angel energy. This is powerful. It's a powerful pull. But you know, crossing the Empress is the Chariot. So again, I get more proof of that. The Chariot is forward movement. These horses are being controlled by a balanced emperor. And I feel that here. That's why I say I see this as animated with the paddle moving. And this is just the surface energy. This is going to be a fucking hell of a reading. Because underneath this Chariot is kind of the story of things. Okay? And it's what I've been predicting for a while now. It's the Queen of Swords. Okay? Cutting things out, cutting through the bullshit. It's my Sam Kinison card here in the Witch's Tarot. All right? Look like Sam Kinison to me. You don't want to mess with Sam Kinison. Crossing Sam Kinison here, cutting things out, right, is the Eight of Cups. Somebody's walking away from 8 broken cups, and I know that because this 8 cups is what's bookending in my pre-shuffle, the Temperance card. And that's, you know, again, it's an energy I've been talking about lately of I've felt it coming, of somebody coming to their senses. All of us, everybody. You know, you see it in the societal energies too. The bullshit is getting less believed than it has been in the past and that kind of thing. But here in the soulmate cycle, it's the same thing. I've got huge cards of forward movement and balance here. all drawn because of this energy, this Empress, this irresistible magnet in a nail factory, you know, kind of energy here. And I've got the Chariot forward movement. I got the Queen of Swords cutting things out. I got somebody walking away from 8 broken cups toward their 9 cups. And that's what's going on. But the rebalance, the timeline shift, if you will, jump in timelines, and it's a good one, is rooted in angel energy. Is this Temperance card crossed by this 6 of Swords with this Empress? That hammered it home for me. I was blown away when I saw that. When I shuffled for this, I was just blown away. Because I felt that this morning. And even my wife felt it. She felt something was different too about today when we got up. And she's not really into all this hocus pocus stuff about energy. She's, you know, science and math and all that. Very logical, right? Mrs. Spock, if you will. But, you know, it raised an eyebrow when even she, you know, noticed and asked about, is there some kind of timeline shift? You know, really? You're coming to me to ask me that? Are you serious? I was like, whoa, what the hell's going on? It's like an atheist talking to a priest. I mean, in like the confessional. It's weird. It was weird. And I saw it right, I see it right there in the pre-shuffle. So yeah, I felt it too. And I know what's going on. It's just a recalibration that needs to happen so someone can actually get off their ass and do something. So let's shuffle the deck. Let's see why I'm here today. I love readings like this where I know what the energy is, but I hadn't planned a reading. My first planned reading, as you know from the calendar page, is Mercury in Capricorn, which I plan to do, you know, in a day or two, you know, a couple of days, maybe Tuesday or late Monday or something. I don't know. But let's do it. I'm shuffling. Give me the energies right now, universe. Let's go. This first card out is Before the Cut. So why the fuck are we here? This is going to be a hell of a reading. These cards are like jumping out of the deck as I'm shuffling. It's fucking unreal. Yeah, I'm not. The universe ain't playing today. Oh man, I'm glad I had bacon for breakfast. Holy fuck. All right, why the fuck are we here? Is the High Priestess. It is flowing. It's my High Priestess puking in the corner at the party. Everything coming up. All right, and this soulmate connection's holding her hair. Yeah, there's your visual for you. It is. It's powerful energy. This is so it's just someone come to their senses. Everything they've pushed back is coming up. Empress with the a High Priestess with the eyes open. And yeah, that does feel like an Empress a little bit. I'll tell you what. Let's go. Let's cut the deck. What comes after the High Priestess? Let's get this thing rolling. My God, my nose is running like a DM today. All right. Yeah. And what comes after the cut? I don't know. The Lovers. Look, I told you, I can't make this stuff up. All right, we started with Major Arcana. We had a Major Arcana sandwich in our pre-shuffle, and both cut cards are Major Arcana. The High Priestess. Why is the High Priestess here? The Lovers. Now, I told you, the High Priestess, that energy is flowing. Okay? It is. It's different. That Temperance card, we can't forget the pre-shuffle. That Temperance card is Archangel Michael. It's truth. It balances the energy. It brings people to their senses. It makes them see clearly. Okay? And this is the energy that's flowing right here. There's one clear direction. The table is set for 2 soulmates to come together here. For energies to come together. For at the very least a runner to come to their senses here. This is very balanced. It's very, you know, the Temperance card is a gross understatement, I think. That's unreal. What is that High Priestess feeling? Well, the Lover's energy, the soulmate energy. And it's very healing. On the Lover's card is Archangel Raphael. Raphael is the doctor. It's an energetic doctor, right? Got the writing a prescription, if you will. Let's see where we go. Let's get ourselves a reading here. Give me the energies right now, universe. Come on. Let's entertain people too. This is some powerful shit. Look, if I'm going to be here on a Sunday, all right, you know, I pulled a lot of readings this week. I pulled like 20 readings. I did all your sign readings and a monthly overview and a whole bunch of other readings in between. I mean, I've been a reading animal this week. I deserve a Sunday, but this is too cool not to pull on. I don't want to miss this. Give me a reading. All right, the overall energy of everything that's going to fall on the table. This doesn't surprise me. Liberation, the 9 of Pentacles. Minor Arcana Empress energy coming off this. It's just an energy of liberation. Someone might be getting themselves single and free to pursue. How do we know that? Well, the Eight of Cups in the pre-shuffle, walking away from 8 broken cups, was bookending the Temperance card. We just had the High Priestess who's feeling everything. I know because I could feel it. Proven by the Lovers that came after it. Here it is. Liberation. What's fueling this? This is the overall energy. Wow. Talk about you want somebody to come towards you. You got to be shitting me. I know what card is underneath there just by the corner of it. You've got to be shitting me. It's a judgment. Judgment is crossing liberation. It's that is as close to a all this whole reading right from the pre-shuffle is as close to a guarantee I can give you of my December predictions, my December readings, which all showed forward movement and some sort of communication of some kind. This is a second chance. This is someone from the past showing up into your present, affecting your future. It's an important part to add. It's past, present, future. So this is some serious shit. This is wild. Okay. Wow. Our reading's on the flip. Excuse me. Right here's the energy around your connection. Right here's how your person's behaving in the 3D. Right here's their soul. Can't wait to see that. Right here's the hidden energy, the message from the universe. It's separate from the reading, but it is read with the energy of the connection to help it out a bit. Right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. All right, I will clarify everything, throw some universe cards at the end, and you bet your sweet asses, because I'm here on a Sunday, that there's going to be a link for an extended in the description. Because so far we have had a lot of major arcana cards. All right, a lot. I'm not even counting the Chariot, which was also in the pre-shuffle. But both cut cards, major arcana, and judgment crossing the 9 of Pentacles of liberation as ours. Someone's made a choice here. Someone's made a decision. I felt that off the Lover's card too. Okay. What's the energy around your connection? You ready? Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, man. I just hate doing this. Because all I can say about this is communication. It's the King of Swords. He makes a plan. He takes action. It's my King of Action right there. It is. And what's funny is I'm pulling today, the moon is in Aries right now. And it is creating a storm. The moon in Aries today, when I pull this reading, is creating a storm of people making impulsive actions, saying things they can't take back, doing things. I think on your person's side, we'll see in the extended, but I think on your person's side, there are going to be some fights today. It's going to be a blowout, either with themselves or with someone else. This is some powerful shit. This means that the connection is moving. It's flowing. It's not stopped. It's not in. It is in motion. It's in action. This King of Swords ties directly to the Queen of Swords up in my pre-shuffle, which is someone cutting shit out and walking away from 8 broken cups because it was right with the 8 cups. Anyway. Wow. Okay. Holy shit. How are they behaving in the 3D? Oh my God. It's the moon. Everything is coming up. I'm only drawn, the moon hides things in shadows. Sometimes we can say the moon is all that stuff they keep pushed back, so it creates fears. They're afraid of stuff they have pushed down. All I'm drawn to is her torch. It's lit. The torch is lit. It's all coming up. This ties to the High Priestess that was before the cut. The energy is flowing. It's a new energy that we're in. We've had a timeline jump. We have jumped timelines. If you haven't yet, if you didn't wake up this morning and go, wow, it feels different, wait for it. You're all moving at different speeds on your timeline. This reading could be very, very near future influence for you. It could be a day or two, I would imagine. Okay, at the most. That's okay. This is going to be one for the books to clarify, I'll tell you. Soul energy, bookending my King of Action here. Oh, God. 5 of Wands, yeah. I talked about fighting. There's a fire in the belly when I have that there, 5 of Wands. It is a temporary energy. It is blending with the 5s are temporary in the tarot. But it's bookending the King of Swords. There's something, their soul is eating at them. Why? Because the High Priestess told us that. Temperance told us that in the pre-shuffle. The moon tied to the High Priestess is telling us that. I mean, it's a fire in the belly. That's the only way I can describe it. And it's bookending. It's read with this King of Swords. I think on your person's side, it's one of those days, especially with the moon in Aries today and the way it's behaving, right? It's just that energy is just causing people to say shit. Say some shit. Okay, this is good. I like this. It is temporary. It is revolving a lot around Neptune going direct, which happened yesterday. Okay, and I said, I've been telling you in that early stages, the first few days when Neptune just goes direct, there is some confusion. This is all a lead up in a big way where the big explosion comes around the full moon. I believe that Gemini full moon. Anyway, this is incredible. Liberation crossed by judgment. Jesus. What's the universe want to tell us? Red with the King of Swords. See, I'm here for a reason. You know, I am. And I was just talking about it at the beginning of this reading. I told you about December, and I said this energy needed to happen because of all the runoff from October's change to November's spiritual. It's all built up here at the beginning of the month as Neptune goes direct, right? It's all built up. There has to be some sort of resolve to get us to the energy of December, which is rooted in the Ace of Pentacles. Look at that. Look at that. It had to show up in this reading. If it didn't, I would have been surprised. And it showed up in the message from the universe just backing me up. 100%. Steve's right, upright, right there. Someone here is after a solid new beginning. These two are read together. The energy of your connection is flowing. There's action taken towards it. Energy here is somebody here is looking at stuff that they wouldn't normally look at. That's the High Priestess in the before the cut position with the energy flowing. Followed by the Lovers. They're making some decisions, but it's decisions that the energy has already set. The energy is right for it. The Lovers is major arcana. It's about the energy recipe being right for things to happen. It's a bit of divine timing, basically, what the kids would call that. All of it ties to the Temperance card that we opened with. Crossed by the Six of Swords. And then the Empress underneath it. It's very, very powerful pull toward making some changes. There's a fire in the belly here. This is going to be one to clarify. There's some solid new beginning happening. What's the potential final outcome? I say potential because I cannot predict free will. Okay? So that being said, this may seem like a small card to you. It's the Page of Wands. It may seem like a small card to you, but it actually is my little explorer energy. It's somebody who's unpacking things. Unpacking what they, just all the stuff that they pushed down with the lit torch here. It's someone who wants something new, is curious about what's around the next corner, wants to try something. There's just a fire in the belly. It ties to this new beginning. And this Page of Wands, I've talked about it a lot lately. I said in the December readings, it's where we want your person. It's where this energy is putting them. In that Page of Wands. It's communication in the final outcome. It is. And it's, again, someone who wants something new, someone who can't. The energy has changed so much over this year in particular, especially with a major cycle change that we had back in mid-March and April, that they can't sit in what's past its expiration date on their side anymore. They can't do it. There's two other cards that wanted to come out with this, okay? And I'm going to pull them. It's Divine Timing, the Seven of Pentacles, and I'm just going to put them like this. It's Divine Timing, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups, one of the cards that ends the separation phase in the soulmate cycle. This is, the energy is right for this person to feel all of this. And that's why they want something new. That's why the King is here. That's why all that energy is coming up from the depths, right? And the High Priestess, the energy was flowing. It wasn't pushed back. And we see it here with the Five of Wands and the soul energy. It's a fire in the belly. Somebody here after a new beginning. And it really, it is an energy over this. We can't discount the energy of liberation all over this that's fueled by judgment, which is a lot of karma here. The card is called karma in this deck, but it's a lot of karma right here around this energy. A lot of it. All right, it's huge, and it's because of the runoff. It's for reasons I've said. This timeline shift had to happen in order for this energy to get to the point here in December where things happen, where the archer takes the shot, new beginnings can occur. There has to be a point where we resolve the old energy to get to the new energy. I'm going to clarify with the little animal deck. All right, not the light seer. I was going to clarify with the light seer, which has the King of Wands at the bottom randomly, by the way. But this one has the Knight of Wands, and I feel that energy a bit more. And we're going to clarify with this. Let's see where we go. Tell me about the King of Swords. This will make the reading extra powerful because the animal deck and the witch's deck love each other. I don't know. They do. They just feed off each other's energy nicely. Let's go. King of Swords. Why is it here? This is all communication. And these two cards that wanted to come out with it tell you why. And back up my read on the Moon, the High Priestess, Temperance, the Lovers, all of it. And everything here backs up this Nine of Pentacles with Judgment. Why is the King of Swords here? Why all of a sudden we got some movement here? Action's being taken. I'm telling you, there's fire coming out of there. Fire-breathing dragon here. What's going on? Tell me about the King of Swords. Okay. Yeah. Again, we see the new beginning here. Solid new beginning. We see it here too. These two cards have been coming out together a lot in my recent readings, especially where they pertain to the month of December. In my December reading, Three of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody wants something real. Somebody wants something solid. The energy is right now. Divine timing, right? The energy recipe is right for someone to feel all of this, to see all of this, to see what they missed out on, to feel what they missed out on. It's just, there's a lot more around that card. We'll find out more when we clarify. But these cards are red with the Moon. It's very important. Yeah, this is a solid new beginning. Somebody wants something real. It implies what they have isn't real, and they want to break free of it. Feel controlled, if you will. This is a tough time of year. You know, it's easy to pull a reading like this time of year, because if someone, and we know from pulling readings all year and most of last year that the person on the other side is unhappy, right? We'll just say unhappy. We'll just give it a broad category. If you're unhappy with your situation or the people around you in the holiday season, it becomes extra hard. It becomes extra hard to just bite your tongue and not say anything, right? Nope, not going to say anything, not going to say anything. This is someone saying something. And this Aries moon that's here around this right now isn't helping. It's causing people to get a little pissy, okay? It is. You might say some things you regret, or they might. And we see in the 3D, the moon came out in the energy. So, and I've been talking about that Aries moon. It's very important. That moon is very important. What's on top of the king here? The Hermit. Yeah. It's all from the soul. It's just saying what the High Priestess was saying. The Hermit is awake. The soul is awake. Why is the Hermit here? Yeah, Judgment again. I got Judgment here. I got Judgment right there, crossing the Nine of Pentacles, our overall energy. The energy of your connection, that Judgment card lives there. It lives in it. It's someone here who's awake. I want something real. They're feeling all of this. Because of the moon, blame it on the moon would be a title for this reading, maybe. But everything is coming up from the depths. And it's causing them to say some shit and do some shit. It really is. What they realize is they want to take a shot. They want a second chance. They want something they missed out on. That's one of the energies around this. There's a real sadness for something that never happened, or for something that could have happened. It almost feels like to them it should have happened, you know. And this is an energy where even the worst blame shifter takes responsibility, at least in their own mind. That has to face the fact that they caused the problem. And that can cause them, if they haven't gone on a proper spiritual journey, to lash out. It can, because this Five of Wands has to be considered with these, because they're read together. Why's the moon here? Now we get to the moon. Blame it on the moon. Blame it on the moon. Why's the... Whoa, whoa, whoa. We got cards flipping out here. Okay. All right. Okay. God, I'm just going to... Okay. The deck is going crazy here. It's a Page of Pentacles crossing the moon. They're learning everything that's coming up. They're processing it and learning it. Fine. I mean, the universe was hell-bent on these cards being just like this. What the hell? King of Cups. Forcing them to be in their feels. But there's more than that. Why is the King of Cups here? The Sun. Yeah. It's just, everything is coming up from the depths. It's just a day where we jumped a timeline, and in this new timeline, this is not a person who pushes back their emotions. They can't hold them back. All their tricks that they do to forget about you or distract themselves from you, or the soulmate connection, or whatever it is, or how they really feel, all their tricks that they do to sort of push that back aren't working. Nothing works, right? It's like nothing works. I mean, it's like He-Man goes to another planet and he sticks his sword up in the air and yells, by the power of Grayskull, and nothing happens. You know, it just doesn't work there, dude. You know, you're not going to be able to do it. It's like that. They can't push it back. What's going on with the Five of Wands? And that's causing some conflict. I see it. It's a crisis of the soul. And I said during this Neptune direct, I think it was the thank you reading, or I think it was a 3-card I did recently, where I said over this time period that we're in right now, there's a lot of crisis of faith happening. And that's what happens here. But there's just, with all these feelings involved, there's a lot of blurting out that can happen. Somebody really wants to take action here. And this is the energy that all of this is happening so that we can get in this energy of December. And those December readings really back that up. Between the Empress energy and the Ace of Pentacles, it was everywhere. Why is the Five of Wands here? Tell me about this Five of Wands in their soul. Oh, now you're shuffling good. Okay, fine. This was a crazy shuffle. The sun there says it all. The thing is, these feelings that are coming up, yeah, they make them sad for how they behaved, but they also feel the happiness of it. And that can really make us go towards something. You know, the sun really illuminates things. It lights everything up. And this person's getting some shit lit up. There's no doubt. This sun card alone backs up my read on the moon card where I said I was only drawn to the torch. Looked like a little sun, doesn't it? A little bright star there. Yeah, there it is. It's right there. I'm right. I know what I'm talking about. Now, I can't predict what a 3D person's going to do. So don't get yourself all in a tizzy. But if there's ever a time for someone to reach out to you, it's in this kind of energy. Okay? So, and the whole year that we've got, once we get in this is all, this time shift and everything that's happening is to get us into this energy, this Ace of Pentacles, which represents December. But it also flows into the new year. The whole new year I've dubbed restoration. You know, take it for what it's worth to you. I wrote an article on it. But my predictions for years are damn good. They're usually pretty damn spot on. Actually, always pretty damn spot on. Not usually. Why is the Five of Wands here? So, but there has to come this moment where we jump timelines and get in this energy to make this happen. And that's what's happening now. I got the Hermit and Judgment here. That's some serious soul shit. The soul is lit. I've even got a flame here, a little light sun, a little sun. Hey, I'm still shuffling. Cut me some slack. All right, well, cut me some slack. All right, okay. Crossing the Five of Wands is the Six of Cups. Yeah, it's a flow of when the Six of Cups is the environmental energy of the soul position. It's all about the past lives. It's all about what I talked about here. All the stuff that's coming up. It's in the soul. It's in the 3D. It's everywhere. Okay, it's causing someone to really feel this, and it's causing them to get really mad at themselves. That's another energy that's around this. There's so much energy around this card, I have a hard time. She's actually mad at herself. It's a she on the card. Your person can be a he. That drives, our final outcome is this card that I like to see here. Okay, that's the only page I want to see. It's nice. All right, let's go. What's on top? Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles. What was going slow is going fast. Okay? That's what it's saying. It's speeding things up. This energy, this energy flow is speeding things up. Why is the Knight of Pentacles here? Yeah, the Fool. It's all, I mentioned leaps of faith earlier. It's all about, it's just someone taking a leap of faith here. Someone who's been dragging their heels is not dragging their heels anymore. And I say dragon, right? There's dragons on the card. Right? It's just a coincidence, but it may not be. You know, I tend not to say anything. I don't joke about anything in these readings that's not in the energy. The person's been dragging their feet a little bit. And now, even in the soul, I got a Fool in the soul. By the way, that Fool leads us to the Ace of Pentacles. That is the energy of December, the base energy in my Q4 reading, October, November, December. Where it was the Ace of Pentacles crossed by the Fool. And these two are lead-in cards right there. So again, everything backing itself up here. It's all backing itself up. Let's talk to the universe. What's going on with the Ace of Pentacles? So I know all this is happening, and I'm here because of a timeline jump, because of a disturbance in the force, I often like to say in these readings, but it's a good one. is one that benefits this person on a high level. It benefits you as well. Remember, in an equal and opposite reaction, all of this, I'm talking about you, you could relate it to yourself in some way. There's a lot of stuff that's coming up for you and flowing for you, but it's very happy. It's showing you some things. I think what happens on this side, on the incoming side, is part of this Ace of Pentacles for you, where you sort of realize what it was all for. You know, we see a lot of, and we will throughout 2023, we'll see a lot of new soulmates coming in and bleeding in. Making this person panic even more, if not in the energy, in the 3D as well. So keep that in mind. It depends how much contact you have with your person, but they'll definitely feel a disturbance in the force on their side if they don't do anything about this. But this energy here, by all accounts, should lead to communication. And even the final outcome says it does, you know, in some form. But I can't predict what a 3D person. I just give you the energy. All right. These are great energies for if you're waiting to hear from somebody. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? The Nine of Wands. Yeah, nines are the end in tarot. Okay, the wall that's been up, whatever's been separating, whatever's been causing this connection to stop, your person to drag their heels, if you will. Whatever it is, it's coming to an end. It's all of this card is just backing up what I said. All of this is happening as a resolve in the energy. Sort of like in music, you have chords and then you have tension chords. If you're in a tense piece, which is usually the bridge kind of a thing that leads you into a chorus, which everybody waits for in a song, right? That's what makes it a hit. The big chorus everybody sings along with. You resolve the tension to get to that chorus. The bridge builds up tension, 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 and then you resolve that into the chorus, and everybody sing along. Well, this is what's happening. We're in the bridge, and we're resolving to the chorus. This is the chorus. This is the fucking bridge. All right. What's on top? The moon. Again, blame it on the moon. Look, the moon here. That ties to that moon. The moon here, and the moon is red with the Hermit. Again, it's an energy of everything coming up. This is pure soul energy. And I'm only drawn to the little lit lantern here. I got a lot of lights. I'm drawn to the lantern on the Hermit, the lantern on the moon, and then the Sun card came out here just to hammer it home. This person is getting it, seeing it, because the energy is right for it to happen right now. The energy recipe is right for this to happen, which is causing this kind of energy in your person. And it's just look at the card. Never mind what it's called, the Five of Cups, or never mind anything. Just look at the person. All right? It is, whether your person's male or female, big tits or small tits, it doesn't matter. That is your person's energy. And it causes this Page of Wands to happen. This is just proof that it's all coming up from the depths. It's happening for a reason. Why is the moon here? Six of Pentacles. Yeah, it's causing someone to come to their senses. It is that come to their senses energy. Someone here is resolving the energy. The moon hides things in shadows. It lights some things, leaves things in the dark. This balances it out. This is red with Judgment. This is, again, that come to their senses energy. And this really is a moment. It's what my father would have called a come to Jesus moment. That's what he would have called it. That was his favorite saying. It's time you sat down and had a real come to Jesus moment with yourself, son. Okay. You know, that's what's happening here. All right? This person's having one of those moments. Now, I'm going to separate these out. I'm going to pull on this Page of Wands. We're going to clarify it. Give me the final outcome here. Let's go. I don't have a devil on the table. We opened with an angel. I got angels all over the fucking place here. Angel energy here. I had angel energy in the Lovers. I got the High Priestess, which is technically angel energy. I had an Empress, technically angel energy. I've got the King of Cups. It's not devil energy. I got the Sun. Sure as fuck isn't. The Moon isn't either. The Moon is, if anything, the Moon is a neutral energy. And that's what makes it so hard to read. It's talking about hidden things. And it should not go unnoticed by you that I got the hidden moon energy in the hidden position in the reading. And, you know, it's the universe saying they're really having to come to Jesus here with themselves. It's a resolve in the energy. It can be looked at as someone coming to their senses, if you will. This Page of Wands is good. It results in communication. It results, at the very least, in someone moving in a new direction. This page is curious. The energy around it lately I've been describing as they're curious. They can't wait to see what's around the next corner, because they're all done with the other corner. All right? And if what's around the next corner is bad, under this energy, this person won't even stop them. They'll just get excited about the corner after that. I don't get an energy here where if someone reaches out, they care whether you say yes or no. I don't get a fear of rejection here. I get a fear of staying where they're at. And that's an energy I've been waiting for a long time in this soulmate cycle. It's one that comes in every one of them at some point. Why is the Page of Wands here? What's the final on this, universe? A lot of shuffling in this reading. The final, according to the universe. The absolute final. Page of Wands, communication, crossed by two soulmates coming together, the Two of Cups. If I had a mic to drop, I would drop it on the fucking table. Now again, I'm going to say this, so listen up. Stop futzing with your dog, okay? Stop it, all right? Stop it. Stop picking them crumbs off your titties. Listen to me. I cannot predict what a 3D person's going to do. No one can, even the universe. We have free will, so we can make mistakes, so we can learn, all right? All the roads are laid out. They're already there, like roads you drive down on the street. We don't know whether your person's going to turn down South Street or come down your street. We don't know. But we can say that the way the energy is set up, it's pretty clear with a whole bunch of signs, using that driving analogy. There's a whole bunch of signs leading up to your street that say, hey, idiot, turn here. With a big arrow pointing down your street. Hey, fool, turn here. It's literally... in the energy is set up for them to turn down your street. And if they don't, you got yourself a super fuckwit, which I often say is perfectly fine. Because the more super your fuckwit is, your runner is, then the more you stand the game. The more you can learn from it. It is what it is. It's not the discount, having them come in. That's fine. But the energy is set up for two soulmates to come together, for a new beginning to happen. A solid new beginning. The energy is setting itself up so we can have this happen. And the universe is very clear about that. It's setting it up so the energy of the December readings can take place. It's allowing for it. The stage is set, if you will. What's on top? Is my deck upside down? My deck is not upside down. It's the Hangman reversed. I rest my fucking case. If I had a goddamn mic to drop, I'm telling you right now, I'd be dropping it. All right? This is the Hangman reversed is red with the King of Cups. It's saying exactly what I just said with the Two of Cups here. Two soulmates coming together. Everything I just told you. It's the stage is set for someone to come out of the Hangman and finally open up about how they feel. And what's interesting about the next card, why is the Hangman reversed here? The Seven of Wands. And that's red with the Sun card. Okay? And this is also tied to... well, this is tied to the divine energy, the energy being right? The stage being set. But this Seven of Wands is tied to this, to someone coming to their senses. It's tied to someone standing up and fighting for something they want. All right, someone who feels like they don't necessarily have the high ground, but they want it, and they're willing to hike to go get it. This is red with the Sun. This really shows this person how they've been holding back, which gets them to turn around. This is energy that makes someone act, okay? It makes someone turn down your street and not do the dumbass thing they usually do, which is stay where they're at and turn down the wrong road. There are signs leading all the way up to your street, right? Like I said, that literally tell them, turn this way, turn this way, turn this way. I mean, it's very obvious in the energy here. This is wild. This is an incredible reading. All right. I still don't have a devil on the table. I'm going back to, and that's good. I probably won't. I probably won't get one. Nope. Judgment, Page of Cups. I got no devil. I got seven of Cups. It's hard for them not to. The Ten of Wands, 10 Swords. This ain't over yet. Making a decision. I got no devils here. Ace of Wands. I got that Three of Swords that's building an energy. I mean, it is what it is. Let's pull 3 cards from the universe. See what the universe wants to tell you. And we'll go find out what's happening. Mostly what I want to pull on is this Five of Wands in the soul. I want to pull on the soul position because there's a lot of soul cards over here in the connection. I want to see what actions they're going to take towards you. I want to see what actions they're taking on their side. I want to pull old Dr. Phil on them, basically, and see what's going on. I'll pull a pyramid to see, you know, what you can expect, what they're thinking and feeling and all that kind of stuff specifically. And I'll give you a timeline on it. All right? And I'll pull on how this energy affects you as well. All right? We'll do all that and more. Let's go. Give me 3 cards and a crossing card. We always pull from the bottom here. What else you want to tell everybody before I go pull some wicked voodoo, universe? Let's go. Let's go. Yep. Okay. They all came back. I already showed them to you. They all came back. 7 cups, 10 wands, 10 swords, and 2 of pentacles. This is my like monk dude. This is like my spiritual dude. It has been since November. I'm just drawn to his outfit. He's dressed like the Hierophant. He's also dressed like the dude on the 3 of wands. But this is 10 wands, okay? It's very hard with the environmental energy being the 2 of pentacles. It's decision time. This person needs to stop being wishy-washy. This is the base energy. But the outlying energy says the same thing. Putting an end to not making a decision. Putting an end to confusion. There is no confusion in this energy. The confusion is completely wiped out. There is a clear message in this reading of somebody taking action, taking clear, decisive action, and walking away from 8 broken cups, as the pre-shuffles showed us. The pre-shuffles are usually, where I start the readings, are usually just surface energy. That was some of the deepest pre-shuffle energy I've ever seen. It played out on the table. Watch this reading a few times. It's actually one of the most spectacular readings I've ever pulled in the way that it sort of flows in general. Okay, yeah, we've had some more spectacular readings where it was all major arcana on the table and stuff. But this is very subtle. This is the way it flows, it shows, and the way the cards came out in the final message from the universe, it's too difficult for this person to not make a decision here. And what we see in this is the base energy, these are the action cards, okay? Binary universe, 1, 0, 1. 0 is off, 1 is on, 1, 0, 1. The on cards, the 2 ones, are putting an end to confusion, to not being able to make a choice, just going round and round with a bunch of options. And this 7 of Cups has been pretty dominant lately in our readings. It was all over November, okay? Especially around the new moon, right? It was all over that because it created, those dreams created a lot of confusion for the person. All that confusion is being put to bed. A decision has to be made, and that's why the final outcome came out the way it did, which is comprised of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. It's a big final outcome. Whole reading, overall energy, judgment, crossing the 9 of Pentacles. Somebody getting free, liberated from something. So yeah, it backs it up. It backs itself up all the way back from the beginning. So, what's going to happen here? Let's go find out. I'm going to go pull some wicked voodoo. Let's see what's going on their side, because I predict some outbursts, some fighting. I do. I predict that. I will predict that. Causing someone. This is sort of an exodus energy around this Fool card here for sure. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. All right? Very subtle, very, very smooth energy here. I like this flow. Very rare does a reading flow like this. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. This is one of those readings where it's that moment. It's that moment where things transition. It's the moment where things change and lead us into an energy of this. Okay? An energy of forward motion. That's it. That applies on both sides. So in the extended, I will pull on you as well. So if you want the extended, the link is in the description. All right? Good luck.